Hello again, my name is Christoph Clermont from Printess, and I would like to show you the business card example, which you find under New, or on the website you can try out the buyer side. The business card is a fairly simple example with the typical tricks and pitfalls every business card has to offer. So in that case, we have a phone number here and we got an email here and we might have a fax number. So when the fax number is not available, it's not actually taking space on the business card. But when I'm starting typing something, then the fax prefix appears in the right format. We got a tabulator here and then the number appears. And also the small magenta box moves downwards. So let me remove the fax number. That will happen. The same when I remove the phone number happens as well. Okay, so how is this magic done? And I can show you that this is a very elegant way how you simply can design these kind of business cards in Printess. So the basic setup is it's a complete form field based template. Since we only have one document, it doesn't make any difference if these form fields are on document level or on template level. And by the way, if you have done something like this and later on you realize, oh, I should have done them on template level, you can simply copy or cut them all out, go to template, press Command V or Control V and paste them in. So that's really no problem to move the fields around. So in that case, we got the title, the phone number, the email, and the name. So when I change it, of course, the corresponding fields will change. This is just one rich text box here, which when I go to edit, it offers me its inner content, which is basically only the form field. So we got form.name corresponding to the name, we got title corresponding to the title, and we got all the phone, fax, form, email. And as we see, we don't have any returns in between here. No new line, no nothing, because some of them could appear or not. So the returns must be handled otherwise. So this text box is also using some styles, which we can see when we go to show styles here in the menu. And in that case, you might don't see them on the left-hand side here because we don't show the pasteboard. But on the document settings, on pasteboard, you can actually show the frames or lower the opacity of the pasteboard, which then reveals the bleed area of the box as well as the tags for the styles. So we see that there is some styles applied. When we go to the text frame, we also see that. So there is a paragraph style card applied nearly to all of the paragraphs, not this one, but actually to that phone and form and fax and so on. And also there is, when we leave it, we see that there is also another character style applied, which is called pre. So how does it come? When we look in the fax section here at properties, we do have a user interface, which is just a text box, and we also have a text before and text after. So text before and text after only appear if there's some content in the text box. They always disappear otherwise. So let's start with text after. It's extremely simple. We have \n, which is just a shortcut for a new line or return. And in the text before, we have the brackets that opens here, which is basically telling the system to insert a new character style, which is named pre, and then write fax, and then end the character style, and then make a tabulator sign, which actually jumps to the next tabulator position. This is all it takes to implement that fairly complex logic in a business card, because that's what's happening. When I type in fax number here, it automatically puts me, let me turn off the styles again. It automatically puts the fax number in front of it. It inserts a tabulator. So let's have a look at the styles here. This style pre is basically setting the font color and it's setting the font to bold. So let's go to the font and change it to something else like, well, what do we have here? Not much. Noto Sans. We will see it will automatically appear in Noto Sans. Same as with the color. So with the styles, with the text styles, we can control that dynamically generated layout without even going to the text, which would be hard because we sometimes don't know what data is coming in. And therefore the styles are extremely handy. And then we have the card style, which is applied to the entire paragraph. And there we have the especially interesting setting, because this does not have any UI representation right now. It's a tab setting, and it's used also in the menu card example and others, where we basically can say, I want to have the tab over here or want to have the tab over there. What you also could do is to say, when there is no phone number, we can actually shift the tab a little bit closer to the fax and email. That is possible with styles which react to certain form fields. Quite simple. So that's it. That's basically the basic business card. But we added also one other interesting element, and this is this box here, which is actually moving depending on the content. So again, let me go to the template form fields. Let's remove the fax number. This box is moving up. So the logic for that is basically the style box here. So this box is having a style. So let me turn on again the styles on. We see that this box has a style, which is actually set over here as a style for that box. And it says that it should be only visible if the frame main bottom is lower than 180, which means that this thing is a frame here. So this frame has a name. The name is main. So we're asking for frame main bottom. So we can actually query the bottom position of this text frame. And depending on how much content goes into that frame, the box will move, and it will suddenly disappear when the frame has extended over a certain range. The reason why this works is that this frame is set to, let me go there to the frame. This frame is set to auto size. So whenever there is more content in the frame grows larger or gets smaller if there is less content. So now to the box. This frame has a name main, so it has a bottom position. And this bottom position, as long as it's lower than 180 pixel, we will show the box. And because this says visible here. And the top position of the box should be the main frame bottom position plus 20 pixel. We need to mention the pixel here because top is expecting a unit. We also could use centimeter, but then it will disappear entirely because somewhere down under my table. So that is all the logic we have here. We can, if we like, whenever there is a text box which has variable content and which extends itself, we can make other elements react to the extension of the text, which is extremely handy for, let's say, sales letters, where if there is less text, I have more space for some ads, or I want to have the signature beneath the text. All these applications can be realized with styles and with a simple, very simple mass here. So that's all what this business card has to offer. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope we will meet next time. Thank you.